My name is George Thomas. I am a watch professional restorer of antique watches, and I've been working with Staura for more than 10 years, and they have sold quite a number of our watches, mostly the high-end type of watches that we make. The watch that we have here is a minute repeater, and I'll explain in a minute what a minute repeater is. Let's first look at the case, which it is the watch and the case are, the watch is obviously Swiss. The case could be Swiss or it could be British, but it has British hallmarks. So if it wasn't made in England, it has to have British hallmarks. If it was sold there, that was the law at the time and still is. It's marked 18 karat and then has British hallmarks for the place where it was made, for the type of gold that it is, warranting that it is gold. And then it is marked 18 karat below the hallmark. The watch dates back to before 1900, probably sometime between 1880 and 1900. And we know that because of the way it is set. The watch is wound up like all watches by just turning the crown either one way or both ways, it doesn't matter. And there's a small button on the side here. In order to set the watch, we press the button down, and then when we turn the crown, it will set. We have to depress the button all the way, and then we let go and it is back to winding. What is a minute repeater? The minute repeater, or any repeater, repeaters were invented in the late 1600s, and the reason for it was that the man had a watch, but he may not have had a candle at his disposal in the middle of the night, and he wanted to know what time it is. So he simply pushed on a button or pushed on a slide, and the first repeaters struck the hour only. That was followed shortly by repeaters who struck the hour and the quarter. Later on, repeaters like this one struck the hour, the quarter, and the minute after the quarter. And then for many other reasons, all kinds of striking repeaters were made. Some of them were 7.5 minute repeaters. They struck every 7.5 minutes the time, and then every 7.5 minutes. There were 5 minute repeaters and all kinds of other ones. The minute repeater is the most complicated of them because it strikes hours, quarters, and minutes after the quarter. This is a very good, well-made Swiss movement. Most of these are, and today they're pretty hard to find because collectors pick them up almost as fast as they show up on the market. This is not a push repeater where you push a button. This is a so-called slide repeater where you push on a slide, and the slide repeaters are generally speaking of better quality than the push repeaters.